Hello, all my friends. This is your best friend in real estate, David Stoltzman, here to actually talk about a really serious issue that's happening in the market right now and sort of the underground of what's happening. You read a lot of articles about, oh, the real estate market's hot, DFW, home prices are up, everything's happy and healthy. It's actually not right now. And I know it's a bold statement, but I'm going to show you what's happening right now this second in the market and why it's a problem for both buyers and sellers. So this is the market, as you can see. And what we've seen with prices, so on this side we have price, on these are the years, so 2016, 17, 18 is today. From here on is pretty much what's happened this first 6 months of the year. So 2016, off to a fantastic start. Prices are going up, 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 up. Up, up, up. We hit 2018, literally hit 2018 January, leveling, almost lost my board, leveling off, still headed up, but leveling off. That's pretty evident. It's leveling off. The market is. And we're going to call this the market. That's your overall price. That's what that's looking like. It's leveling off, and you're still seeing things like, oh, it's hot, everything's great. Well, leveling off. Just know that. Now, what you're also seeing is sellers' expectations. So sellers, they hear that's a hot market. They're seeing what the homes in the neighborhood are going for. They're talking to, Jill down the street who, sold her house for $300 when she bought it for $150, 3 years ago or whatever. So sellers' expectations are all-time high. So sellers' expectations started out, oh, the market's hot. Okay, now I'm going to sell. Now, sellers' expectations, kind of keeping up with the market, but they're still going up. Sellers' expectations. So as you can see, sellers, once they noticed that the market was hot, they jumped in. Once they jumped in, their expectations are through the roof. Well, they kept up with the market for a while, right? And everything was great. Now the sellers' expectations are going in a different direction from the market, what's actually happening in the market, what homes are selling for. Now, here is the kicker. This is what's absolutely throttling the market right now, and it's appraisers. So appraisers, what their job is to do is to come in, give an opinion on the home, and that opinion is then given to the lender, so the lender knows how much that asset is that I'm lending on. And because they're not going to give somebody $200K when the house is worth $150, the lender's now upside down. So the appraiser comes in and they tell you what it's worth. Appraisers, we're keeping right up with the market, if not higher. All of a sudden, you hit 2018, they notice a slowdown. Appraisers. Appraisers, what homes are actually appraising for. And what we're seeing now is, we know what the market price is. I can run comps and tell you basically what the market price is within a couple $1,000s. But as you can see, once we hit 2018, this is what's causing a huge, huge, huge issue for sellers, but especially buyers. Because once appraisers are starting to go hyper-conservative, going basically at market or below, they're causing a gap between the market price and the appraiser's opinion. And you can call market price in this point the contract price, what somebody wants to pay for a home. So let's say that somebody says this house is $300, and they go, $300, I like that price, let's do it. So buyer and seller get together, they're going to buy and sell a house. $300 is the price. Appraiser comes back and says that it's $275. Well, that's a difference. That's a difference of $25,000. The appraiser says it's worth $275, but the buyer and seller say, no, $300. $300 is what we're going to pay for it. Well, there's a difference now between what the appraiser said it is and what the contract price is. And that $25,000 has to be made up in cash before you close on this house. Has to. Somebody's bringing cash to the table to make that deal close, because that number ain't going to go up. And who's going to bring the money at that point? That's the question. Well, if the contract's built correctly and the appraisal comes in lower than the contract price, well, the buyer can back out and keep their earnest money no harm, no foul. Now the seller just wasted 3 weeks of their home being under contract, not on the market. And they realized that their house is worth $25K less than what their expectations were, which was probably higher than 300. So that's what's causing a big issue right now. This has happened in the last 4 deals that I've done. The appraisals have come in lower than the contract price. Sometimes $2,000, sometimes $3,000. But really, we've had 20 grand on one of them. I just got one back a couple days ago. It's an 11 grand difference. And so now we're scrambling to fix that because we have to ask the seller, hey, drop the price to that or we're out. And the seller goes, ooh, I don't like that. Well, of course you don't. So that's causing a lot of issues, and it's having people lose out on a lot of deals, and it's really throttling sellers because now their home is going to look stale and look like something's wrong, and they have to disclose, hey, why'd that deal fall out? Oh, the appraisal came in low. Okay, so there's a lot that happens, and it hurts sellers, but it definitely hurts buyers because they're under the gun to get a house. Heaven forbid they have to move here and they have to close in a month, and this happens. Not a lot of people have $25K to bring to the table in cash to overpay for a home to close on it. So that's what's happening right now is the market is flattening, causing appraisers to go hyper conservative while sellers' expectations are still through the roof because they're told that the market's hot. It's actually flattening. It's causing a lot of difficulties, mainly because the appraisers are coming in low. The reason why the appraisers are coming in low is ever since 2008, back then, lenders were telling appraisers what to put that number at. Well, they don't do that anymore because the lender doesn't know the appraiser. It's a third party. So appraisers were already conservative. Now they're hyper conservative, and it's actually causing a disruption in the market. Not a lot of people know about this. You'll have to know this if you're entering into a contract today or in the future, or if you're selling your home and you want it to go smoothly. Lower your expectations, have a talk with your lender, have a talk with your realtor to understand how you can close this gap. Close that gap as much as you can. You'll have a smoother transaction, and everyone will be happy, and there will be no problems. So just know that this is happening, this is out there, and it can cause an issue. Thanks for watching, guys. Follow me on Facebook. Please give feedback, comments in the comment section below, and looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks, guys.